My name is Devon Sandoval, and I am a striker for New Mexico United. I have been playing soccer my whole life, playing professional for 7 years. This is going to be my 8th year.
So 7 years, so playing at that level for that long, how important is recovery to you?
It's equally as important as training. It's huge.
So how did you come across this StarRage thing?
I met Tate here at Lumen, and he asked me to try it out. So I started messing with it. Really for me, it's been good, like on the road, sometimes we're busy, and I think it's something that every athlete could utilize, especially, could be a kid, could be a high school athlete, college athletes, but I especially think professional athletes could benefit from it because, they know their body better than anybody, like I said, we're on the road a lot. I know all professional athletes are on the road a lot, so it could definitely come in handy.
Yeah.
I got to be diligent, and I got to take care of it on my own. And this is, it's been a good tool for me when I'm on the go, like on the road or here in town.
So you find it actually works for you?
Yeah, I do.
How do you use it? Like, when do you find yourself using it, and for what?
Yeah, specifically, like when we're on the road, sometimes you get tight. You're in a plane, or you're in a bus for a while. So I can throw it on whatever's tight. It could be a calf, could be adductor or IT band, and start in one spot and move it as the day goes on or the trip. Yeah.
So there's those different activators, right? How do you decide what to use, or do you have?
It just depends what I'm feeling. What do I need? If I need something lighter, I'll use probably one of the round little activators that's not pressing so hard or deep. Or if I want to go deep and really feel like my muscles are tight, then I'll use one that can get in there. Mm-hmm. So let's say my IT band's tight. Usually I'll start with the general. And if it's really tight, depends what I'm going to use. But I find that the linear piece like really gets in there, and I can move it along the IT band or adductor. But really, it just depends what I'm trying to get after. So for me, it was a simple tool that I could use and just implement.
Yeah. So how long are you using it when you're using it?
It depends. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe an hour. It just depends how my body's feeling.
And do you feel like it's making it must be if you're continuing to use it.
Yeah. I do feel like it makes a difference. Like I said, especially with our schedule, sometimes it's hard to get the care we need, and we got to do it ourselves. And so this comes in handy for sure. I would definitely recommend it to athletes. We got our body is our job, and you got to take care of the body. So it's a good tool. Yeah, we had an away trip, and I had gotten a little injury, and just my body was really tight from that. My muscles were overworking, trying to compensate, and the tightness went from my Achilles to my calf to my IT band to my hips, my glutes, and so when we were on the road, and I felt like I was very close to pulling myself from the game, but that night I had it on, pretty much the whole night, hitting different spots at my leg, got my glutes to release, got my IT band to release, and then once that happened, my Achilles kind of loosened up, and I felt like I was gonna be okay. So,
does it hurt?
You can make it hurt. Depends how the body's feeling. Sometimes you need it to hurt. Pain's good sometimes, but also it could be very mellow, and it just depends what you want and what you need.
Well, I guess that's the key there, is that you have control over the depth. Is that right?
Yep. So, You can control the pressure, the location. I mean, the different activators will either be more mellow or they can, hurt you a little bit,
Yeah.
but in a good way. They're not actually hurting you. They're, helping release the muscle and making you feel better. So, and honestly, for me, it was new. It was something new. Utilizing like a wrap to have these pressure points or activators. Usually I'm using like softball or baseball, different size balls to loosen up the muscles. And I still do that, but it just depends what I need. But these are very useful to me.
So you were actually doing some form of the StarRage already, like
Yeah.
trying to get that deeper pressure.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Do a lot of athletes do that?
I think so. I think people who know their body, people who have had some level of like massage and know the importance of it. So this is something that can be very useful, especially just the different shapes. You could use it for different injuries or different muscles.
I mean, everybody knows the little crossball thing. These are different.
Yeah, it's different. You can hit your muscles differently. So it's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
I just thought of another time I had used it. I had an ankle injury, and so I had sprained my ankle pretty bad. And so my calf was tight up to the attachment, behind my knee, and I would put one of these attachments on the foam roller, and I would put my leg on it, and I would do my, ankle circles in there just to, guide to hit all the ranges of motion with that pressure. And then once it's out, it released. So it helped me recover from an injury a bit faster. Just put the star wrap around the half foam roller, put it on the ground, and put my calf on it. And then I had a resistance band tied off. So my calf on it, or my ankle, whatever I was trying to get. And I was going through all the ranges of motion while I was strengthening my ankle, but also to release, the different tight spots in my calf.